Bet you didn't expect to see us again so soon, did you?
I don't think they did, Scott.
I don't think they did, and that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I got Captain Horizontal to sit upright.
Finally.
It's a momentous occasion. And we are just in time because we are back for the start of the Badass Outlaw Invitational here on Mayhem. Thomas, I know you're excited for that one.
I am very much excited.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a lot of big matches ahead of us, not just tonight, but in the tournament itself. 2 entire brackets, 16 people. Everyone in each bracket will be facing everyone else within those brackets. This is not single elimination. This is all based on points. Win is 2 points, loss is 0 points, a draw is 1 point each. So we've already got some big matches. Thomas is in one of them tonight. It's gonna be sexy. And Thomas, you know me, I always like to start off the shows with I like to start off with a bang, and one of my favorite bangs actually, because our first match is my emotional support boobs, Havoc, taking on the most hated, RJ Colbert.
Come on, Havoc.
I know, Thomas, I know how fond you are of both the competitors in this match.
I mean, what can I say?
So, without further ado, folks, we're going to dive into match 1, and we're going to go in order everybody's book. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Havoc.
Oh, RJ. You poor unfortunate soul. RJ, I know you've been waiting for this for a very, very long time. And honestly, it's pointless unwaiting on me. The fact that you really want to get your hands on me, which is surprising, honestly. The fact that I took something from you? What was it? Oh, I remember. The king of social media. Let me guess, you still have not got over that and having you. Of course you didn't. Because you're still pissed off that I have beaten you and I have beaten Shady. Love you, Shady. Anyways. RJ, you can kind of see on my wall, I'm already in hell. And not only that, you said that we're going down deep to hell very down deep that no one can survive. Bitch, I have been down there for almost a month. I took souls very down deep. You really think God would save you? No. The only one God I really want me to save is, Leslie Fizz. Love you, Fizzy. But, anywho's, RJ, prepare for the wolf that's going to dig deep down, bottom to your teeth, all the way down to your small little kind of blue balls piece of shit. So be prepared for whatever you do, because me, my girls, are always ready. You ready, girls? Good. Mama came from hungry.
Kinky. I like it.
You know I love it when she talks dirty like that. Yeah,
Right.
I love it when she talks dirty like that.
Oh, God. Gotta take the good with the
Well,
bad.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, well, I mean, we go from talking dirty to talking dirty. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. It's the most hated R.J. Colbert.
Havoc. Havoc. Come out and play. We all know that you love playing with Daddy Fist. But now it's time to come and play with Daddy RJ. Now you see, I know it's been a long time since you and I have faced off each other in the middle of the ring, but don't think that I have forgotten anything about you. Any of your tactics, any of your maneuvers. Don't think for a second that I have forgotten about you. But one thing that you don't know about me, one thing that you are going to have a hard time grasping, is that here lately I've been watching, and you want to know what I haven't been seeing? I haven't really been seeing the name Havoc in lights. Throughout the wrestling industry, the name Havoc has not been a name that has been spoken very often. But do you want to know whose name has been spoken more often than almost anybody in this company right now? RJ fucking Colbert. And what bad luck for you to draw me in the first round of this tournament. What bad luck for you that you are going to have to face off against me one-on-one yet again. Don't think I haven't forgot the last time that you and I were in a ring. Triple threat match. And in the end, you ended up winning. You ended up taking the prize. Not because of me. But this time it's different. There's not three of us in the ring. It is only you and it is only me. And the only thing that is standing in my way of moving further up in the tournament is you, Havoc. And I cannot have that. I can't have that one bit. And I plan on showing you exactly what you have been missing. Daddy Fist has been treating you and playing with you with kid gloves. RJ Colbert is taking off the gloves. And he is going to be rough with you. We all know how you like it rough, Havoc. But when I'm through with you, there's not going to be anything left.
RJ actually cut a good promo. I'm actually kind of shocked.
I'm just curious where he got that I've been like handling her with kid gloves. Like I handle her with literally anything else. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
I mean, I talk about it, just not on the air. This is a family show.
Yeah, it's a family show.
Yeah, see there. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm glad you remember things, Thomas. Good egg. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the ring. Havoc and RJ Colbert have crossed paths multiple times over the years, from the king of social media tournaments to rowdy roulette, vendetta. Neither competitor takes time to scout the other. The opening exchange is fast, technical, and intensely physical. RJ using his ring knowledge to frustrate Havoc. Every time she finds an opening, the most hated seems to have a counter waiting, tying up an arm, trapping a leg, forcing her into the ropes before calmly breaking away with a big smirk. Havoc answers with stiff forearms, heavy kicks, and explosive bursts of offense that make it clear she is not interested in playing RJ's game. The pace quickens as the match evolves into a battle of adjustments. RJ repeatedly targets Havoc's left arm, hoping to neutralize her striking ability, but she refuses to slow down, answering every hold with brute determination. She rocks Colbert with a running knee, followed by a devastating German suplex, bridging for a pin. 1, 2, and RJ kicks out. RJ rolls to the apron to regroup, baiting Havoc into overcommitting and before catching her with a thunderous spine buster and covers for the 1, 2, and Havoc still in the game. RJ looking genuinely surprised. It quickly becomes a war of attrition. Havoc stringing together her hardest offense, staggering Colbert with repeated forearms off the ropes with a drop kick to the back that lands RJ throat first across the middle rope. Sensing victory, she explodes forward, driving both knees into the middle of RJ's back. Wasting no time, Havoc sets up for another double knee, sprinting across the ring as from the crowd, Immortal Champion Trucker Phil vaults the guardrail with his championship belt in hand. As Havoc charges, Phil swings the Immortal Championship, aiming for RJ's head, and at the last second, Colbert drops. Havoc never saw it coming, hanging herself up on the middle rope, and the championship belt crashes directly into her knee, sending her collapsing to the canvas in agony as the referee immediately calls for the bell. Your winner by disqualification is Havoc. RJ doesn't hesitate, furious that the Hossmen have once again robbed him of setting things on his own terms. He launches himself through the ropes at Trucker Phil before the champion can try to retreat. The two men erupt into a wild fist fight at ringside, crashing over the barricade, disappearing into the sea of fans as security desperately try to intervene. Punches fly, chairs topple, the brawl spills through the crowd and into the backstage area, leaving officials scrambling to restore order. Havoc still clutching at her knee, watching from the ring with equal parts frustration and disbelief. She's earned the victory, but the opening match of the Badass Outlaw Invitational has made one thing abundantly clear. Trucker Phil and the Hossmen have no intentions of letting RJ Colbert or anyone else fight this war on their terms.
Jesus. Crazy start.
I see we got more folks in the crowd. Calvin Lindsay, my guy. I'm so glad you're tuning in, buddy. Thank you. One of our biggest OCW fans coming over here, checking out S.W.A, helping us keep the boat afloat. My guy, I appreciate you. You have no idea. And Thomas, I know you're going to love this one. It's the Hall of Famer himself.
I'm not being mean when I say this. I'm kind of surprised to see him in the Hall of Fame.
And joining us as well,
What's
Marv,
going on? What's going on,
dude? So glad to see you here joining us. And that's just match one.
All right.
Thomas, with match two, I believe you are going to have to present your video.
Yep.
Or I can. Let me see here because I believe it finished downloading for me.
If it didn't, I got it right up
I just
in case as a backup plan.
It did. I just haven't been able to run it through. I haven't been able to run it through Handbrake, but that's fine. That is fine. Video file. Ladies and gentlemen, the next match in the Badass Outlaw Invitational is our very own Death Machine taking on the current S.W.A. Commonwealth Champion Ace Alexander. Now, again, all belts beside the World Heavyweight Championship at the moment are, I guess the best word is deactivated. They are still there. They're still on their respective championships. But as of this moment, the only championship we are focusing on until the end of this tournament is the World Heavyweight Championship itself, currently on the shoulders of one Hangman Gage. But our second match of the tournament, Ace Alexander versus Death Machine. We do not have, unfortunately, I was unable to get anything from Ace Alexander. Shame on him, and we will make sure he has something next time. But we do have something from Thomas. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes. I was a good egg. I come out of retirement for this. A match against Ace Alexander and the Badass Outlaw round robin. Everyone knows why I retired. Everyone knows why I stepped away. But make no mistake about it, I'm back for the long haul now. Ace Alexander, I'm not just fighting for me. I'm fighting for my family. I'm fighting for my life. Because this might be the last chance I get to do SWA before my son's born. This might be the last chance I get to do this. So Ace Alexander, here's the warning shot. I'm going to advance in this round robin tournament. And I'm going to earn myself another title shot. Another world title shot.
You're sexy when you're angry.
Short and sweet, to the point, but and a little subtle. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
It happens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without anything from Ace Alexander, we are going to go ahead and go to the ring. Our opening match was fueled by hatred and history. Our second contest of the Badass Outlaw Invitational is a pure test of skill versus power. Standing across from one another are two men who look like they belong in entirely different weight classes. Ace Alexander entered this knowing he's given up nearly 130 pounds to the monstrous Death Machine. But if the size difference intimidates him, he doesn't show it one bit. The bell rings and Ace relies on speed, movement, and ring awareness, circling the giant and forcing him to constantly adjust. Death Machine answers with raw power, repeatedly swatting away takedown attempts and forcing Ace to feel the consequences of every mistake. One massive shoulder tackle sends Ace tumbling across the ring, and a thunderous power slam moments later nearly ends the match before it's truly begun. Death Machine controls much of the early going, using his size like a weapon. Every forearm capable of knocking a man unconscious, every slam rattling the ring. Ace fighting simply to create space, yet every time Death Machine seems ready to take complete control, Ace finds a way to survive. A perfectly timed drop kick, clipping the giant's knee, a low chop block forcing him to stumble, a running knee strike to the side of the head, buying Ace precious seconds to recover. Ace systematically attacking the foundations that makes Death Machine so dangerous. Death Machine's movements grow slower and a little less explosive. Ace darting in and out with strikes, targeting the knees and head before quickly retreating out of range. The Giant repeatedly catching him and delivering punishing offense, but each exchange leaves another small crack in both men's armor. A brutal lariat turns Ace inside out. A running body avalanche crushes Ace in the corner, refusing to stay down. The crowd rallying behind Ace as he continues rising after punishment that would have ended most competitors. Death Machine measuring him and charging forward, looking for the blackout. The moment he goes for the slide, Ace instinctively falls backwards, missing Ace by inches. Ace with a drop kick to the chest and locking in a cross armbar, but Death Machine powering free, violently yanking his arm loose before Ace can fully lock in the hold. Ace rolling to his feet first and exploding forward, driving both knees into Death Machine's skull. The Giant collapsing on all fours, and Ace immediately hits the ropes, aiming to deliver a second crushing double knee, but Death Machine with a furious desperation blow lands a knockout punch to Ace mid-stride. Just to prove a point, Death Machine picking Ace Alexander up for a huge choke slam and the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Death Machine.
Hell yeah. Told you, I got one more shot at this before my son's born. So after my son's born, that's the end of the road for me.
Little Death Machine. It'll be his time.
Just found out the other day, we're going to have a little baby boy on the way.
Well, when should we be expecting Little Death Machine?
November 27th is the due date. So
shit. That is one of my close friends' birthday, and just under a week after mine.
And it's the day,
name it after me.
It's the day right after Thanksgiving too.
Well, great. Name it after me.
You've already got a name picked out. Fist.
Sure. Just call him Little Fist or something. That'd be great. That's fine. Marketing.
Jesus. Jesus.
You can name your child after me too for the low price of $29.99.99.
Oh God.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is 2 huge matches we've already gone through, and I want to take a moment. Recently, DJB created something absolutely magical, and it's been enjoyed by lots of people recently, and we had one of our competitors tonight willing to make a video to advertise it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's Trucker Phil.
Oh, hey everybody, Joe Pal Trucker Phil here. I know you're all used to me being all intense, hooting and hollering, and in a foul mood. Well, recently, a very bad situation happened. A local power outage. All these stores and many, many homes, they are left without power. And in a world filled with so many crappy mobile games that it just feels absolutely tedious and unrewarding. Well, we have a hero. One that stepped up to the plate and has risen above all. That is none other than Flappy Broom. Yes, all of you remember Rockstar and his many, many memories. But now you can play as him, and you can take on the quest and destroy all the other brooms. One broom above all. And when you work hard enough, you get digital currency, and you can use that digital currency to change his outfit, put on different skins, different backgrounds, and have different power-ups. So yes, all the broom tyranny, well, with with his health in your guided hands, you can take them all down and have the one broom to rule them all.
Yes, it's an actual game.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I will send you the link, but yes, it's an actual game.
DJB, what have you done?
Do you remember Flappy Bird?
Yes.
I'm glad you said that because it's Flappy Bird, but with Rockstar. And every time you pass an obstacle, he goes, yes. And you can get power-ups and try to beat high scores. Oh, and they just added new bosses. If you reach, like, if you get past 50 obstacles, there's bosses now.
Okay, who's on LS?
And for every 10 obstacles that you make it past, you get a special cameo from an After Dark member.
Who was on LSD when they made this?
Oh no, it was yeah. Yes, Steven. Yes. I'm so glad that you sent those voice clips to Dan because, like, yeah, if you mess up and get hit, he goes, ouch, that hurt.
Oh my
And when
god.
you lose, he says game over. So we've got it's got actual voice clips. So you know it's good. It's straight from the Rockstar.
Jesus.
And that's
Okay.
just the beginning, man. There's about to be a whole broom verse. SWA Gaming brings you the broom verse.
Oh god. We're gonna have an SWA
Learn to love
movie.
it.
We're gonna have an SWA movie called Into the Broomverse.
It's going to be great. It's going to be so great.
Well, DJ
Yes.
Shadows, yes.
But hey, if Rockstar loves it, who's to be mad, right? Like, if he's playing it and he's enjoying it, I'm glad I could put a smile on his face.
I mean, fair point.
Thank you, Rockstar, for contributing to the game. I'm sure William Crow will thank you from the bottom of his heart, because I don't know that Crow has played any game as religiously the past few days as he has Flappy Broom.
I'm about to look this up on my fucking phone. Oh god.
You really are a Hall of Famer, Steven. I don't think it is yet, but I am definitely going to run that by Dan.
Oh god.
We need
The Waffle House
Yes.
24/7 title.
the Waffle House 24/7 championship. Did you think it was just going to go away?
I mean, maybe.
No, it's here to stay. We're just focusing on the big titles for right now.
Oh lordy.
I know, right? Isn't it great? Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to match 3 of the evening. We're going back to Group A with T.M.X versus Johnny Rotten. And this one's gonna be a hard hitter, man. T.M.X he's been so ready to get back into this, to get, going with S.W.A again. He was probably one of the first people through the door when he found out that I was, working to bring everything back. So of course he was going to be in the tournament, but man, the way the block fell, his first opponent's Rotten.
Oh
This
god,
is-
yeah.
This is going to be big. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's the SME guy, T.M.X.
S.W.A. Universe. It is mayhem tonight. And T.M.X. is here. He's in the house and he's ready for the Badass Outlaw Invitational. And to remember Badass Outlaw, Outlaw was a good friend of mine. I didn't know him for very long, but he helped me before his passing, and he helped me even that incredible match that we had, a few months ago, before his passing happened. And he was a really good friend to everybody in S.W.A. He was a good friend to everybody in the family, and he will be missed very much. And this is for him. See, Johnny Rotten, a man that I've seen in the ring so many damn times, and Johnny, me and you, we haven't seen eye to eye in a long time, haven't we? No, we haven't seen each other, because SWA was on a hiatus for a while. I was elsewhere doing stuff, becoming famous, being the man. But, T.M.X. is ready, and he's ready to be back here in the SWA because it's here to be saved, and it is here because I need to become World Heavyweight Champion. And whoever wins this invitational, whoever wins and goes to the finals, gets to face Hangman Gage, a man that I respect, as World Heavyweight Champion. And he will defend that title at an EWN event. So I will be ready, Johnny, for this match. I will be ready for this invitational, because everything I have been through in life, everything I have been through these past several weeks, after losing my mother 4 weeks ago, and let me tell you something, Johnny. I'm letting all my frustrations out on you. Every single time, every single match that happens with T.M.X. versus any opponent that he gets put in front of, I will be ready. I will be ready, 100% ready, because I am here, I am back, I ain't going anywhere. I'm here to become a champion, and I will go up to the very top to become the World Heavyweight Champion and beat Hangman Gage's ass. But first I gotta get through this invitation, first I gotta get through you. I have been Heritage Champion. I have been Diamond in the Bank holder. I've done it all. I got the name of T.M.X. here. And that name will solidify my legacy for SWA when I become the World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Since the last time I seen a T.M.X. promo, that was good. He's really stepped up.
He really has, man. Like that all that toward the end, everything about losing his mom and everything about how hard he's worked for it and everything, man. Like, it makes you want to cheer for him. It makes you want to root for him. So that I wanted to see more of that. That's amazing. So let's hear what his opponent's got to say, ladies and gentlemen. We watched him in 2 out of 3 falls last show against S.W.A. It's Johnny Rotten.
You want badass S.W.A. You saw fit to call this a badass round robin, so I take that as an open invitation to be myself. But you couldn't have chosen a poorer land to lead to the slaughter than that useless, poor excuse of a jobber called T.M.X. I like to lift my opponents up, tell all of my rotten degenerates that I am gonna be bleeding just as much as them, but in this case I can't, and that truly breaks my heart, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be having a fucking field day with it, because I absolutely am. Now, Mr. T.M.X, I know that you are more accustomed to the squash, but you won't be getting off so easy where I'm concerned, because I am going to get every drop of blood out of you as I could possibly squeeze out. I am going to be dragging your limp carcass from one end of the ring to the other, feeding you each of them ring pads as I possibly can. You will be shitting cotton for weeks after this match is over. As I said, S.W.A, you couldn't have chosen a poorer opponent. A literal fucking ragdoll. Thanks a lot for that. I am gonna have to feel bad for this man's family. I am gonna have to feel bad for the love of T.M.X's life, his obsession, Havoc. Because I'm sure that she will be weeping and shedding many a tear over his broken, bloody carcass. But I am not saying that I'm not going to enjoy every second of this. I absolutely fucking am. But his blood is on your hands, not mine. And when I leave that canvas riddled with as much blood as I can spill from him, and trust me, I'm sure it'll be quite a fucking bit. You'll probably have to grab a mop to clean up my mess. I will drag his fat ass to the middle of that S.W.A ring and hoist him up, nearly probably breaking my back, but I am a resilient motherfucker, so no doubt that I will get him up with ease and drop him as hard as I can on the top of that cranium with my patented rotten to the core spike pile driver. T.M.X, believe me when I say that you wish that you ran the other way, because you're about to have yourself a very rotten day.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So that was pretty intense on both sides. I dig it.
Real shit.
Like, yeah, I'm here for it. Brain, my guy, Bobola, I'm so happy you're here. You've got me all verklempt. And Rockstar said the Van Gogh of violence and power. Yes, TJ, that was interesting.
Yeah. Real shit.
Yeah, as interesting as that was, we're going to go ahead and go to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, from the opening bell, Rotten makes good on his promise, refusing to allow T.M.X to build momentum, cutting him off with vicious strikes and constantly dragging him back into uncomfortable positions. Every time T.M.X tries to use his speed, Rotten answers by slowing the match down, forcing him into a fight. Heavy forearms, clubbing blows across the back, punishing throws, keeping T.M.X grounded. Frustration visible as T.M.X fights to create space. Rotten, determined to make every second in the ring miserable, not chasing a flashy victory, not looking for the perfect combination, simply trying to dismantle the man in front of him. But T.M.X built his career around surviving. The more punishment he absorbs, the more the crowd rallies behind him. Every time Rotten knocks him down, T.M.X fights back to his feet. Every time Rotten seems to have him finished, he finds another burst of energy, A sudden counter turns a powerbomb attempt into a Hurricane Rana. A desperation kick catches Rotten across the jaw. A springboard attack finally staggers the relentless ring veteran and gives T.M.X. the opening that he's been searching for. For several moments, T.M.X. moving with confidence, chaining together offense and showing exactly why he once captured the SWA Heritage Championship. But Rotten has been quietly working the environment around him. While the referees distracted, Rotten has been pulling away the protective padding from one of the turnbuckles, exposing the unforgiving steel underneath. T.M.X. noticing this, immediately trying to fix the damage, slinging Rotten into the opposite corner and attempting to slide the pad back into place. The referee, focused on keeping Rotten from advancing, never notices the exposed corner, and Rotten takes the opening, driving T.M.X. into the solid steel turnbuckle with a vicious drop kick to the back. Chest first into the steel knot, the impact knocking the air completely out of T.M.X., causing him to stumble backwards where Rotten is waiting with a sharp kick to the stomach, hooking T.M.X. for the spike pile driver, driving him into the canvas. Rotten immediately into the cover. 1, 2, 3. The crowd erupting with boos as Rotten sits up with a cold smile, satisfied with the damage he caused rather than simply the win he earned. Officials rushing to check on T.M.X., who slowly begins moving but looks devastated. Rotten makes his way up the ramp without looking back. T.M.X. remains seated in the middle of the ring, staring after him. Tonight, Johnny Rotten reminded T.M.X. that sometimes respect isn't given, sometimes it's just taken.
Jesus. I mean, both men had intensity coming into this bout.
Dude, look, I know people overlook him a lot, but like T.M.X. puts his heart and soul into this, man.
Yes.
Like, is he going to win every match that he's in? No, but he puts his heart and soul into this, and this is a perfect opportunity for him to show that heart and soul, because a tournament like this, one defeat doesn't mean you're out. You know, this is all based on points. He's going to be facing a lot of people and honing his skill, a lot of different styles.
Real shit.
I'm sure you won't, RJ. You and the last week or two, you and the Hossman are starting to have these problems, like Vacant Vale already costing you a big match last show, and then this week it was Trucker Phil. So good thing everybody's involved in the tournament, because you'll all be facing each other eventually. Let you all hammer it out. But, Thomas, you know what that does?
Brings us to the main event, don't it?
That brings us to the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, the one match tonight that is not a Badass Outlaw Invitational. It's a 6-man tag. 3 members of the Hossman. We have got Vacant Vale, Trucker Phil, and Bojack taking on K.C.Luchador, Jimmy Jamzz, and the former S.W.A. World Heavyweight Champion, T.J. Shadows. And we have got videos from the whole group. So, ladies and gentlemen, Thomas, should we start with the Hossman, or should we start with Team S.W.A. here?
Let's start with the Hossman.
Well, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bojack.
Ladies and gentlemen of S.W.A., let me just recap what happened last time I had a match here. It was me versus Jimmy. Now, we ended up basically in a tie, and I can't stand ties. But one of the worst things in the world that can happen to a top tier competitor like myself is to tie with somebody. It makes me sick, especially when it's someone with an undeserved big head like Jimmy Jamzz. That dude has drank his Kool-Aid so many times to the point where he is damn delusional. I've never seen anybody believe their own hype more than this dude. So let me just take a brief minute and set the record straight, because I believe that it's going to be my duty as one of the horsemen to take you out, because I am the biggest and the strongest, and you look like the biggest, baddest, strongest person on your side, so we might as well collide one more time and finish this some way, somehow, because you got it stuck in your head that you think that you're better than me. So let me do what I do best, Jimmy, and peel back that curtain just far enough to make you think. Is Bojack telling me something that I shouldn't know? Or is this just another way that he's gonna mess with my head? I'll let you decide, but maybe I could do just enough to plant a little seed of doubt, Jimmy. Without further ado, here we go. This last meeting, I got it on good authority that the powers that be felt sorry for you because I ran roughshod over you. I chewed you like a pit bull chewing on an old bone. I went up one side of you and down the other and made you look so stupid that you needed a pity party, so they made it the way they made it. Now let's rewind back to the pit. You got that big victory over me. But read between the lines, Jimmy, real quick. What was happening right then? I was falling out with a certain egg-headed, toothless son of a gun named Mad T. I wanted out, because I don't mess with that mess anymore. I don't deal with it. I leave it in the dust and I forget about it because they don't matter. I needed a way out. That match with you was the perfect way out. So I dumped it. I dumped it so beautiful that you thought that you actually pulled one out. God, I'm good. I deserve an Emmy for the acting jobs that I put on, putting some of you people over that don't deserve it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to prove exactly how good I am with the horseman at my side, and we're going to beat your piddly little podunk, ragtag, put together, hodgepodge, nobody, nothing filled group of morons that couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag. I'm gonna spit on your carcass after I leave you laying in the middle of that squared circle, and the horsemen get the pin for that 1, 2, 3. Mess around with me and find out, Jim.
Studley!
Studley!
Studson! Studley!
Hey!
The studliest one hath arrived.
Oh, yes, I've arrived.
Well, Studley, you are just in time for the main event of the evening. So far, it's been pretty chaotic. Trucker Phil cost R.J. Colbert the opening match, ending up hitting Havoc with the Immortal Championship. Death Machine over here put Ace Alexander through the ringer. I mean, Ace put him through it too. Don't be fooled. But
yeah,
Thomas ended up putting them soup bones on him, and
in game.
It's kind of hard to deal with that. And man, last match, T.M.X. and Rotten.
Yeah,
they put it on each other, man.
Oh yeah.
So. And now here we are. That was our first promo of the evening from the Hossman. So, gentlemen, I hope you're buckled in because it is everybody's favorite Trucker Phil.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees, and the trees say, "Go fuck yourselves, everybody!" Just marking a good old territory before old Trucker Phil does what he needs to do. But I know a lot of you probably heard my partner, Vacant Vale, is not going to make it. Well, I was on a phone call with him. He's down and he's not feeling so great. A lot of inconveniences are happening, but that's okay because Trucker Phil, he's always got a backup plan, and with that, another backup plan. So yeah, don't you worry, little truckers and lot lizards. Your hero, along with his merry band of men, well, we're ready to take down old Jimmy Jamzz, and clip the wings of K.C.Luchador, because I remember you gave me an injury. You made me see red. That's rare. That's real rare. And I'm going to make sure when I roll these up, that's right. Yeah, look at these. You look queer to you? These look queer to you? Ha! I'm going to make sure I roll my sleeves up and I take it real slow and enjoy pummeling you and pulling off that mask and pissing all over it before putting it right back on you. And now, we got a little something for, the former champ, the war-torn. That's right. You ain't no war force. You're war-torn. I still see the injuries. I see the way you're walking. You're not at 100%, but you came to fight the good fight. Well, guess what? I've got a little something up my sleeve, and boy, it's better than an ace in a card game. I'll tell you that much. So yes, I want you to just think about it. Think about it real long and heavy. What is in store for you, former champ? Huh? But to each and every one of you who don't agree with the way we do things, or how we do things, and when we do things, because it's on our own time, you can rest in peace.
Trucker Phil, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But as he said in that video, Vacant Vale did not make it to the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, stepping in his place for the evening, your S.W.A. World Heavyweight Champion, Hangman Gage.
It seems my warnings have fallen on deaf ears. My declarations gone ignored. In one ear, out the other, like there's nothing in the gray matter to hold on to it for any one of you. That's fine. You don't see the bigger picture. You thought your world champion wouldn't make an appearance? You must be a bigger fool than the three sharing the ring with my brothers of the Hossman. Now, I did enjoy my vacation. I did. It was very relaxing. But the vacation's over. I don't have an adversary. One of my brothers is a bit under the weather. I guess his personal truck picked up a flat. He got hassled at one of those truck stops. I don't know the story, but I know there's an open spot on my team. And since I'm itching for action, Jimmy, KC, Mr. Shadows, I'm about to show you all why I'm the world champion, and at most you're a has-been, and at best you're never was. When I lead my brothers in the Hossman to run you down, hang you up, and show you why this is my new era of violence.
God damn.
We got
I
a
like
full
that
house
guy.
now, folks. That is our SWA World Heavyweight Champion, Hangman Gage, stepping in for Vacant Vale, who did not make it this evening.
Death Machine, what's going on, bro?
Not a whole lot. Just been modding 2K26.
I hear you.
Well,
Scott.
folks, that was the Hossman. What up?
I don't know this guy. I don't think.
Probably not, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm Adam Smush.
I'm Sutson.
Okay, neat.
Well, folks, we are going to go to the other side of the ring this evening. It's K.C.Luchador.
Well, this is it. My Luchadors, S.W.A. Mayhem, this week from Detroit, Michigan, Little Caesars Arena. I'm in the main event, a 6-man tag team match. You got me, you got Bojack, you got me, and Jimmy Jamzz, DJ Shadows, taking on the team of Bojack, Vacant Vale, and Trucker Phil. That's correct. You heard what I said 4 days ago. Teaming up with Jimmy Jamzz and T.J. Shadows is going to be great. Facing off with the team of Bojack, Vacant Vale, and Trucker Phil. Yeah. This 6-man tag team match is going to be a war. It's going to be a battle like no other. My brothers and sisters of S.W.A. And right now I'm just here enjoying my time in the main lobby of Little Caesars Arena, downtown Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, not very much to go on. Just got to get ready for this match. Get ready for this show. The main event of the evening. It will be fun. It will be exciting. Then, after this match is over, best believe I'll be hopping back on board the KC Express, back on the freeway to Minneapolis, Minnesota, so I can enjoy WWE SummerSlam weekend. Nights 1 and 2. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. What's more awesome is me winning this match, this main event 6-man tag team match. Yeah, Jimmy Jamzz and TJ Shadows, they're the very good superstars to team up with. I know they have what it takes to take down and destroy the team of Bojack, Vacant Vale, and Trucker Phil. Now I know they're out there somewhere in Detroit, Michigan, and I know that I'm going to hear Trucker Phil say, what are we going to do when he hits the convoy on us? Well, same thing I'm going to say to you. What are you going to do when me and Jimmy Jamzz and TJ Shadows run Lucha Libre Madness on all three of you in this main event 6-man tag team match? You're going to find out when thousands of my luchadors are going to flood that arena, Little Caesars Arena, from the ringside seats all the way to the nosebleed section. You're going to find out very soon what's at stake. Your very lives. So spend that time with your family and friends, because all those people on social media, they will not recognize you anymore. All right, well, I got to get out of here. I'll see you soon. The best team win is going to be us. The best team around in SWA. Take care.
Oh, Jimmy Jamzz is with them. They'll be fine. I taught that boy everything he knows.
He is actually, and now that you mention it, ladies and gentlemen, one of K.C.Luchador's tag team partners for the evening, it's Jimmy Jam.
What's going on, SWA? Yes, by the time you guys watch this, I will be making my way to the ring to a 6-man tag here in Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. But I'm familiar with Detroit. I'm familiar with that arena. I ain't taking a shower. I ain't changing. And especially, I'm not interacting with the SWA locker room, if you catch my drift. And let's take a look at last week before we go forward. Where, oh where, were all the powers that be? Yeah, I saw Scott calling the action. Where was everybody else? I didn't see anybody in Gorilla. I didn't see any of the people that pushed the buttons, out in the front row watching what's going down. Another couple people conspicuous by their absence. Vacant Vale. Where the hell have you been? Since you decided upon yourself to lay fingers on me, to lay hands on me, nobody's heard from you. Yes, that was me. I did what any good Samaritan would do, and I called garbage day one day early, and it looks like your little home away from home, your dumpster was turned upside down in that garbage truck, and ain't nobody seen you since. Bojack, I mean, we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you and me, and I was getting the best of those exchanges last week. I know it, and you definitely know it. Now, you don't measure up to me, bud. And that's why you had to retreat outside, and you weren't in any kind of rush to get back in that ring. 6-man tag. Cool, K.C.Luchador. TJ Shadows. You know what? Might let you do a lot of the legwork. Tag me in if those other two people even show up, Bojack and Vacant Vale. I'll hold William Crow. I'll hold him for a little Red Rover, come over, and you know what, TJ Shadows, you can give him that God Killer clothesline. Yeah, I do know my tag team partner's moves and repertoire. I wonder if those big hosses can say that. And you know what, a little move I've been working, I think I could get Bojack on my shoulders, and Crow, I think I could get you up there too. A little double GTS, Bojack catching my knee, and then the back of his skull hitting William Crow in the face. I kind of like that. But honestly, I'll turn my back to anybody in SWA or this entire game, because ain't none of you going to try to take me out without help from somebody else. I don't know what's next, besides going to this ring and seeing what happens. And I'm ready to see what happens. See you guys soon.
Intense.
Yeah, I like what he had there at the beginning. If you don't love me at my Jimmiest, you don't deserve me at my Jamziest. So, you got Jimmy without so much of the jams, and a lot more intense than normal.
I'm so proud of that boy. I taught him well. Brings a tear to my eye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our final entrant for the evening. Your former SWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Warforged T.J. Shadows.
SWA, there is something you need to understand about this. Because at my basic instincts, I love war when it represents a turning point in what that war represents. See, some will do it for petty things, like beliefs and ideologies. Others will do it for the soul satisfaction of because they can. But this war that we find ourselves in SWA, is for the glory, sanctity, and safety of those three letters. Tonight is but the first in a long campaign against the hospital. You see, tonight, myself, Jimmy Jamzz, and K.C.Luchador will make sure that the horsemen suffer for their transaction. All they've done is had you buy into their shared misery. Far be it if we don't get a refund somehow, correct? Correct. As you see, I'm dressed for war. Because when all this is over, three-man faction to see stand before you tonight. It may last, may not. But Horseman, this war for SWA, I'm willing to wage by myself. Even if I don't live to see the other end of it, I'm making sure you don't either. You have poisoned this place, and I'll be damned if a company that has given me so much does not see me as its antidote. Trucker Phil will have one last pit stop. Bojack Gribbs will be skinned like a bear he shares his namesake with, and Hangman. Oh, Hangman. Do you mind losing your other eye alongside that championship? Oh, believe you me, S.W.A. This is going to be a wondrous war. We'll all be going to hell after it. I'm just making sure you all go first.
Mm-hmm. So good, I had to see it twice.
Guys, I just want to take a minute and point out, like, I am really happy with the work that so many people have put in this week. Like, T.M.X impressed me, Rotten impressed me, Havoc and RJ did great. Everybody in this 6-man tag turned in just top-notch work, and I wish I could give you all good egg awards. You know what? I can. It's seals of approval I can't give everybody at the same time. So, yes, everybody gets a good egg award. Everybody gets a good egg award.
Yay!
Yay! Everybody is a good egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Smush is back.
Yeah,
We lost Smush.
Technical difficulties.
That means he probably had to go pee, but it's okay.
Nah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are taking it to the ring one more time this evening. After last week's backstage chaos, there's no tension left to build. The moment all 6 men enter the arena, the crowd knows exactly what they're about to witness. This isn't about proving who's the better team. This is about settling scores, sending messages, and making a statement before the Badass Outlaw Invitational continues. When the bell finally rings, all 6 men charge. Jimmy and Bojack immediately ignoring the concept of tags, trading massive strikes in the center of the ring. Every shot sounding like it could knock the other man unconscious. 2 men well over 250 pounds simply refusing to back down, turning a wrestling match into a heavyweight fight. TJ and Hangman provided a completely different kind of violence. Their exchanges are calculated, every strike with meaning, every counter completely personal. Hangman tries to overpower TJ, but TJ responds with the strong style mentality that made him the world champion in the first place. Heavy forearms, stiff kicks, relentless pressure. The old TJ Shadows might have welcomed this kind of fight, but currently TJ Shadows is still carrying the damage from the Horseman's previous attack and the years of punishment already put on his own body. Every exchange with Hangman hurts, and Hangman knows it. Meanwhile, KC and Trucker Phil fight like they've been waiting months for this opportunity. KC using his speed to avoid Phil's power, attacking fast and keeping in motion, but Phil answers by slowing him down, catching him midair, and throwing him across the ring with brutal force. The match spirals. The more competitive it becomes, the more the rules disappear. Tags become optional. The referee losing control. The 6 men stopped caring about winning and started caring about hurting each other. Jimmy and Bojack spill outside. TJ and Hangman follow suit. KC and Phil crash through the barricade. The arena becomes a battlefield. Hangman, Gage, and Trucker Phil look at each other with the same idea: the SWA World Heavyweight Championship and Immortal Championship. Targeting TJ Shadows first, they drop him with a wicked shot to the skull with the world title, putting the world champion to the floor. K.C.Luchador tries to fight back, coming off the railing only to catch the Immortal Championship himself, leaving him laid out beside TJ Shadows. The Hossmen stand tall as they turn their attention back towards Jimmy Jamzz. The powerhouse still fighting, still throwing punches, still refusing to stay down. For a moment, it looks like Jimmy might actually fight through these men, but the 3-against-1 odds are far too much. Then the lights change. A completely unfamiliar entrance theme hits, and a figure appears at the top of the rampway. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Dom Bolt at 6'2", 275. The powerhouse from Revolt Wrestling storms the ring with several men in dark hoodies. The Hossmen immediately backing away, putting distance between them and cutting through the crowd. For the first time all night, they look cautious. Dom Bolt marches toward the ring. Jimmy looks relieved, extending a hand as the two stand together, and the crowd erupts. Then Bolt turns and lands a huge lariat to Jimmy, pulling him back up and throwing him into the ropes for a big running boot. Bolt stands over Jimmy completely emotionless and then grabs Jimmy, pulling the 350-pound powerhouse back to his feet. He slings Jimmy into the ropes for a big Bolt slam, planting Jimmy into the canvas. But Bolt's not done. Going up top to the top turnbuckle for a huge diving elbow drop. The impact connects Bolt standing over Jimmy, not celebrating, not smiling, sending a message. Dom reaches across the top rope, asking for a microphone.
Jimmy. Oh! Yeah, Jimmy. I'm not here. I'm not here for you. I'm not saving your ass anymore, just like I've been saving your ass over there at Revolt. And yet, you don't let the Summer of Bolt explode like it should be. So I'm coming here in the S.W.A. to take you down, and anybody else here. But I'm not doing it by myself. No. As you can see, I have the family with me, and we're gonna run this show.
I didn't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your main event.
Jesus.
Dom Bolt and however many all those guys were in the family are now part of SWA.
Jimmy Jamzz, you need me to take care of that Dom Bolt guy. You know who to holler at, you know. Just saying. Since I'm around now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mayhem for the week. I'm going to open the floor to everybody else before we call it a night. Gentlemen, your thoughts, prayers, snide comments.
Holy shit. That was one big holy shit.
Good. That's just what I was going for. Then the illusion is complete.
Oh, Wilson, we gotta talk after the show.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot for us to talk about there, Studley, especially with having to have everything ready for us to do Madness on Fridays.
Yes, Madness is coming up on Friday. Tomorrow.
But everybody did such a good job tonight. I was impressed. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to lay the next match card out. I will have a date and everything for you by tomorrow. Next Mayhem, we are going to delve completely into the round robin tournament. We are going to see K.C.Luchador head to head against Trucker Phil. Shingekido will be taking on Reverend Crow.
Call.
We are going to see two members of LOD go head to head as Sarabai and Julian Blackheart are match 3. Match 4 is going to be my Bubala, my friend, The Brain. So happy you're back, Snookums. I'm so happy. Versus Mr. Crowley, making his big SWA debut outside of our Outbreak series.
Mr. Crowley.
Yes, Mr. Crowley. Another one. Welcome to SWA. Can't wait to see what you do in this tournament. And that takes us to our main event next week. If Vacant Vale shows up, he will be facing TJ Shadows. However, at this point, since Vacant Vale did not make it this week, and it has been at least a week since anybody's been able to hear anything from him, if he does not show by next week, he will be. We will have somebody taking his place in the tournament.
But what?
Considering he's current Chaos champion, what happens with him and what happens with that title going forward will be on the table and discussed.
Yep.
What if he was having an out of body experience or out of mind experience? You never know when that'll happen.
I don't know. But I mean, we can't let the tournament get held up. We gotta push forward.
I know.
So
it's all taken care of. Oh, and would you tell the master I'd like to speak with him right now? Yes, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Well,
So how about-
ladies and gentlemen, what?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I said, how about them Dodgers?
Yeah, I think they got a shot this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch football.
Me neither. That's baseball. No, it's bowling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not like Rick. Foosball is the devil to me.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody who tuned in, everybody who checked out, and everybody who will be tuning in later. Thank you for stopping by and watching our shenanigans. We will be back next week with another episode of Mayhem. We will be back tomorrow, myself and Studley, with the recap show and a full setup of the match card and everything going forward. We're going to have some fun over the next 12 weeks, folks. Buckle up.
Yay!
So from myself, the studliest stud who ever studded, old Smushykins down here, and Captain Horizontal down there in the corner doing whatever it is he's doing. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next time. We are out.
Hello there, you expected bitches. It's your favorite little fat-titted twink right here, Johnny Rockstar.